Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. What's up? You know who it is. Welcome to the channel. This channel is straight up for those who are interested in starting their own moving service. And so I just take you along with my journey of getting my moving service up and going here in Dallas. So if you don't know me, you may know my business. You may have heard of it here in the DFW area. It's Jumping Jack Movers. And of course, I got the hoodie on today during the winter. So one big thing is I'm always advertising. So before I dive into that, let me just say this. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up. So I'm just like anybody else. I was in a position where I wasn't happy. I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't thrilled financially, economically. Okay, I'll be honest. I was homeless and poor. A lot of you aren't in that bad of a position. You're in a better position than I was. But you aren't taking the steps necessary to change your life. You haven't made the move. So I'm here to tell you, make the move. Time's going to run out on you. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they, you know, since we were kids, they just keep doing stupid stuff, always in and out of trouble, and spending years and years in prison. And, you know, and I'm like, yo, you need to do something with your life as soon as you get home, because believe it or not, you're running out of time. Because he's 40, and I always say, look, from pretty much 40 to 55 or to 60, that's your time to make your best life. If you're lucky, you'll do it from 30 to 50, but you really get about a 20-year window to create the rest of your life. So I'm on there and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, you're 40, you got about, 15, 20 years max to be able to do something to change your life. So, and I don't know what he'll do, but I'm just trying to give him that sense of urgency that no, you don't have time. The time is the one thing that you constantly run out of. Time is the one thing that you can never replenish. I've said it before, I'll say it again. When Steve Jobs died, he was a billionaire. Steve Jobs, I bet, would have given up every cent he had just to be able to spend one more day with his family. So time is not money. Time is infinitely more valuable than money. So I created this channel for those who want to start their own moving service, who want to start a service business and don't understand how to do it, how to go about doing it, things you need to do, things you need to put in place. Or you might be out there saying, hey, I don't have the money, or I don't think that I have the money to get this thing going. So what's my next move? What do I need to do? Well, I'm here to tell you, as an entrepreneur, money should never be your issue. Most businesses that start with thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, those are big businesses, right? Usually buying into a business, you're partnering with somebody, or you're taking on this large scale project. Small businesses don't require that. If for instance, if you want to start a lawnmower service, you don't go out and buy 10 lawnmowers. You don't go out and buy trailers and trucks, and you don't do all that. That's not how you start. So this is a crash course on how you start from the bottom with nothing. All right, with very little money to invest. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You don't have a lot of money to put in the project, but you do understand that you better do something, or this cycle of paycheck to paycheck and struggle life will continue. So you understand you don't want to be in that. You need to get out of it. So you start looking at other options. All right, what are some other things I could do to bring in income to where one day in the future, soon, hopefully, I can leave this job, right? And so that's how I ended up where I am today, because I was like, hey, look, I don't want to be homeless anymore. I don't want to be sleeping outside, turning knobs on abandoned apartments, trying to figure out if they're open or not, where I can sleep in it that night, so I won't have to sleep outside. That's no fun. I didn't want to live that way anymore. So I was like, I have to do something. And being that I had very little experience in the moving industry, but I knew some of the basics. So I got my first customer. I didn't even know what to charge. Luckily, she was a nice lady and she gave me a big tip. I didn't even know what to charge her. As I passed by, I'm seeing one of my competitors. I don't really treat them as competitors, but there's a company here. They usually have about 4 or 5 trucks lined up at this gas station in the morning. These guys are $125 an hour. So our company can be anywhere from that to $150 an hour, and sometimes, depends on what it is, we'll go up to $200 an hour. And that's how we like to live. I know it's not for everybody, listen, but that's how we like to live. We like to make money. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to make some money. Otherwise, I'm not going to work hard. I'm not. So, but when you make up your mind you want to do something, then you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on things that relate to the business. No, you just got to get business. You just got to get a customer to pay you. Shark Tank, they're always asking, how many did you sell? How many orders do you have? But what they're asking you is, have you gotten a sale? Does anybody want this from you? Have you sold anything? That's what they want to know. So my biggest thing is, don't go out, don't go grab an LLC. Here in Texas, it's $300. Grab insurance, grab a website, grab all this. You have no idea if that business is going to work. You're hoping it works, but you don't know because you haven't sold anything. And so I propose, instead of rushing out to spend all of that money on all of that stuff, here's what you do. It's just a hustle. It's day one, folks. It's just a hustle right now because it's not structured correctly. You don't have the things you need because you don't have the money. So you're bootstrapping this. You're French frying this, right? Like you don't have any money to put into this thing. And so what you should do is you should go get a customer. So you can get onto Facebook, post for free. You can get on your Instagram, post for free. Say, hey, if there's anybody out there looking for a mover, please contact this number. If there's anybody out there in this area looking for movers, please contact this number. Right? Do that on Facebook, do that on Instagram, LinkedIn, the Twitterer, whatever, right? You don't have to jump on Google and pay ridiculous amounts for a lead that you don't convert. That's risky. So go ahead out there, first thing first, just get a customer. First thing first, just get a damn customer. Just get a damn customer. Just get somebody to pay you for what you do, for what you offer, for what you serve, right? Get somebody to pay you. Just get a customer. It doesn't have to be $100 an hour. It could be $50 an hour. You don't really have any overhead. All I'm telling you is, please get a customer. Once you get a customer, then you understand that, all right, I have a legit business. People want what I have. They want the service that I provide, and they're willing to pay me for it. You don't even have to be good. You'll learn that as you go. So in the beginning, here's a secret. You're not listed on Google. You're not listed on Yelp. You're not listed on those sites where they can leave reviews. Don't list on sites where they can leave reviews up front. The reason you don't do that is because, number one, you're not completely legal. You don't have the insurances you need. You don't have the LLC. Never, under any circumstance, do you get, well, I shouldn't say any circumstance, but please try never to get a sole proprietor. That does not protect you at all. Now, if you don't really have a service or product or something, or if it's like something online, you're selling online courses, then that's different. But if you're touching things, please don't get that, because they can legally come after you and put all of your accounts at risk. Don't do that. So always try to go LLC. I go LLC no matter what. The other thing is, if you don't have the money for the LLC and the sole proprietor is cheaper, do it, but please convert it as soon as you can into an LLC. So, but that's my big thing. So don't worry about, spending all that money up front. You don't have that. You need to bring money in. So don't put yourself on a site where you can get reviews, because guess what? you're not good at what you do. You're not good enough to get reviews. I can walk you through a review process that will get you 5+ stars all the time. They'll be wanting to give you 10 stars. And how to counter those bad reviews or those bad experiences. But we're not worried about that now. All I need you to do is get a sale. And you need to do that on the free, right? You need to find a free way to get a sale. And I just gave you some ideas using social media. Mention it to somebody whenever you're out and about. I wear my jumping jack movers in the winter. I wear this all the time, so wherever I go, I got this on. If I go to a Cowboys game, I got this on. If I go to a Mavericks game, I got this on. If I go to a Texas Rangers game, and I can get away with wearing it because baseball's during the warm season, but if it's at the end, I'll wear it. If I'm at the gym, I'll wear it. So I'm constantly wearing this because I'm constantly putting it in people's minds who we are and what we do. So, but that's what I want to share with you. Don't worry about all those other things. I understand that you are a hustle up front. Do you understand that? You're a hustle right now. You're not a legitimate business. Don't go putting your business everywhere and people start leaving you bad reviews. Then you're out of the game before you even get a chance to start. So don't list on Google. Don't do any of that. All you have to do is go get a few sales. Use it. It's like the preseason, right? It's like rehearsal. You go and rehearse your business for 90 days. Rehearse it, rehearse it, rehearse it. Do it, do it, do it. Fail at it, get better. Fail at it, get better. Make a mistake, learn from your mistake, get better. Do that for 90 days. And then come back in 90 days when you got it down well enough to get a good review. Then you go legit start getting your stuff together, because by that time in 90 days, you'll have a few thousands of dollars. If you do moving in 90 days, you'll probably have $20,000, because most moving services make on average $8,000 to $12,000 a month starting out. And so you get a crew, you don't keep all that, but you keep a lot of it. And I'm not into businesses that there's not a high margin. I don't understand restaurants that make $1 million with a 10%, 5% margin. That doesn't excite me. That's too hard working for such a low margin. I don't want to make $5 out of every 100 my company makes. That doesn't interest me. I'm not Walmart. I want to make $50 out of it. I have a rule. If it's not 40% margins or higher, then there's a good chance that I might actually stay away from it or avoid it. So my margins have to be up there, up there, up there. So in the moving business, you can get 60% margins if you know what you're doing, right? And so that's where I try to be. That's why I give you these videos, and hopefully this helps somebody. Go ahead and hit the subscribe. If you're thinking about starting a moving business, if you want to get on that train, go ahead and jump in the email. I'll leave the email where you can contact us or contact me, and I'll leave an email in the bio, and you guys reach out to me and let me know, or drop a comment on here and say, hey, I want to start my own moving business. Wherever you are in America, I'm telling you, people hate moving themselves. It's painful, it hurts, it wears their bodies out. They'll pay you anything to do it for them. They'll pay you $150 an hour. Where else can you make $300 in 2 hours doing something that you do for your friends and family for free? So that's the game. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up so the algorithm can pick it up, share these videos. And I'll do another video, guys. And if you have a question or comment, drop it in the box.